So, as you guys know, we have a lot of retirees, players that are going to be retiring that are going to be coming to the end of their era, and especially within rugby sevens, where we've really seen a lot of the same players over the course of the last 10 years. To just mention the ones that have announced at this point that I think are significant enough. Perry Baker announced that he would be retiring after this year. Jerry Tuwe, Fiji's player, got 2 golds and a silver in 3 Olympics straight, got Fiji their first ever Olympic medal in history, and was able to repeat that 3 times over. Crazy. Obviously, the great Naya Tapper retiring out this year, ending a great career. Sharni Williams-Small, who has been dominant for Australia for 3 Olympics, basically, will be retiring. Lucy Mulhall-Rock is stepping aside as well. Dominique Dutoit is stepping down for Australia. And then Tyler Nathan Wong-King, a longtime player for New Zealand Black Ferns, they're setting down. And then, of course, Portia Woodman-Wycliffe is stepping down. Like, this is a very iconic roster. And, I got to say, like, again, this has been the golden era of rugby sevens. I don't think that rugby sevens has ever seen levels like this. It's never been taken seriously like this. Like, it being allowed in the Olympics really changed up the economy of rugby overall. And I think that's really significant to what we are looking forward to moving forward. And these have been the beasts. These have been the legends of the game. And so, I think they'll all be missed. But there was a few that there's really just 4 I wanted to really mention specifically. And I'm gonna talk to them. I don't know if they'll ever see this or not, but these 4 were very integral to my career as a rugby journalist and being in rugby media and making moves simply because of what they were able to do at the time whenever made available. So if I get a little emotional, don't hold me to it too badly. I just I gotta as they are heading out and whatever. So first and foremost, I want to say a big thanks, Portia Woodman at the time, Portia Woodman Wycliffe now. 2015, Atlanta Sevens. A lot of people, if you don't remember or don't know, not a whole lot of people were covering the games. And I was still trying to figure out my way through this. I think this is year number 1, number 2, something like that, of me going into following rugby. And I think it was like my first year of really being able to, talk with players at a specific level. If you guys don't know, man, getting interview requests with the New Zealand Rugby Union was no easy task. But at the time, I wanted to, try and get some of the best players. At the time, I think I didn't really know who she was. I just knew that she was a high scorer. And whenever she came and whenever I made the request, she was willing. It was late. I think they were just finishing up dinner, and she was willing to come in. And I really, really wanted to send my appreciation for just absolutely being one of the kindest people. One thing I can say for sure is that her message has been as consistent from day one as it is now. She has always been about her sisters, the players that she's with. She's always been about women empowerment. She's always been about family and just the absolute love and promotion of rugby. I'm going to show our interview from that, a little portion of it. You guys just bear with me for a little bit on this one. All right. Everyone, I am with Portia. New Zealand All Blacks women's team. Portia, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's awesome being here in Atlanta so far.
So, tell me, what was that first step to getting you into starting to play rugby?
New Zealand Rugby was going around New Zealand looking for athletes who wanted to have a crack at Olympics 2016. Myself and Kayla McAllister went along to one of these nights. We just did some rugby drills, some tackles, some passing, and Sean Horan, our sevens coach, approached us after that, and it kind of just led on from there. Here I am now.
As you appear,
Yeah.
So you're the third. This is the third leg of it. You guys have been wildly successful, especially a great show out in Brazil. What does it mean to you to not only just have been doing well, but to have such notoriety behind you? What does it mean to be able to represent that?
I think for myself, it's just to show how much work I've been doing back home in New Zealand, just to show what my family have been doing for me, all the work myself and my sisters have been doing. It's awesome to get this accomplishment, of the last two tournaments and heading into Atlanta. We've got a lot of work to do, and we know that the first three games are our first three finals, and that's pretty much how we approach the tournament, and we see how the tournament goes the next day.
Awesome. So when you guys prepare, is there any ritual, any process that you guys go through in your head before you're just like, all right, we're ready to go?
Do you mean game day or the day before, or just the whole tournament?
Game day.
Game day. I think I'm more of a party person. Have to have the music going, get up and dance. Some people are a bit different. They like to be in their zone and focus on what they need to do, and I can't do that because I get too focused and I get too freaked out. But I'm more of a person to just get out and party or get up and dance, even if it's by myself.
So let me ask you this: what is your top get hyped rugby song?
I have so many, and I kind of just go by what the girls are listening to in the changing room. But I think the one that comes to my mind is like shots. Shots. Yeah,
Everybody!
that one. That's the one. It's pretty much my party song.
Oh, look, you know what? That's actually a legit one. Look, you can't go wrong with Pitbull on that. I mean,
exactly.
If you want to get into it, if you want to get into the mood,
Yeah.
I'm there. See, I'm a. All right, yo. So. Yo, that one, it was so, like I said, so appreciated, so admired out of that, and I never forgot it. I never got a chance to be able to do another interview. I hope I can now that she's going into retirement and just be with her family, wife, and kid, and just be able to take the time. But if not, just let it be known, Portia Woodman Wycliffe, I want to thank you so much, Atlanta Sevens. Thank you for being such a great inspiration for the women out here. Thank you for being a game changer for rugby, but most importantly, thank you for being a genuinely good person on and off the field all the time. Yeah. All right, next up, I want to send it out. This is for Perry Baker, man. Again, Perry Baker is one that I always like to talk about, that we, saw. I remember whenever I first saw him in 2013 playing for 1811, playing during the USA Rugby Club Sevens Championships, Sevens tournament, and absolutely boat racing everybody on the side of the road. I think in that case it was New Orleans that was playing against him, and he just completely outran everybody. But his athletic talent has been beyond belief amazing. I think his accomplishments are clearly set. His accolades are set. He is a legend. He deserves a statue in the U.S. I always say that he did not receive the assisted recognition that he should, that we're seeing from like an Ilona or so, and he deserved every little bit of it. But the fact that he's been dedicated every year, come back every year, been dominant every year, played to his best every year, and knowing that we're the same age, even speaks volumes, because I understand, grind. He's got 3 kids, wife, still out here doing it. And I think it's been one of the most amazing things. But that's not the reason why I really want to show my appreciation. I want to show my appreciation because a situation happened this was also in 2015, I think 2015, 2016 or so, at the NACRA, what do you call it? NACRA Olympic qualifier games that happened in Cary, North Carolina. And, this is where the U.S. first qualified for the Olympics for the 2016 in Rio. And, I was doing my interviews, doing my roundabout, and I'd been trying to get one with Perry for a minute, but it just wasn't working. Just the timing wasn't coming together. And so I had one last shot. I think me and my camera guy were able to go where the USA team was literally cleaning up. And I was like hey, is it possible to get one? And I think the PR guys were the media guys were just like, no, I don't think we're going to be able to do it because we're about to head out. But this guy, he said, hey, man, no, not even a worry, man. Let me go ahead and do this. And dude, I've appreciated it since then. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good things. And this one was always significant to me. I felt this was a meaningful moment. And I just want to share, this is the interview. A lot of people, these things are on my YouTube channel to see the whole thing. But again, these are components that I just, I felt like they needed to be addressed. And yeah, check it out.
Here with D. Harry Baker, your USA won the NACRA championship qualifying for the Olympics. Harry, thank you so much. Dude, how you feeling? It's true. It's like, yelling inside all day, just what he said, qualified. It was just amazing. It was really good. It's just like, awesome. And what everybody knows he had a great journey coming here, working in Tiger Rugby, 1823. You get to see people thought you were surprised. Most of those kind of already knew what to expect. So it was showing the world. But for you, you understand what it was to start from the bottom, make your way up. If U19 are coming up for, man, what do you have to say to them to keep motivating them, to keep pushing hard in this sport? Just give it all you got, man. Starting from the bottom, like you said, man. Once you start from the bottom, man, and you just think about where you come from, where it's time to go, just give it all you got and stay with it, man. Because all it takes is one eye to see you, man, and make it from true for you. And honestly, this wasn't just a singular effort. Both men and women were able to do it. That's family right there. You guys were screaming on the field. What does it mean with the Rugby Counts kind of campaign and everything? What does it mean that the women and the men, but mainly the women, be able to qualify for this in terms of the goals for rugby? You get it around here. The goal of rugby, it's perfect for both sides to qualify. The ladies step up and do their job, and you pass up to them. You got more women that want to play rugby, and they're doing something fun to do. It's just a fun game, and I love it. And it just feels good to have both sides qualify and represent our country. And look, last question, we'll let you go rest. We always ask all our interviews, and it's been a big deep, but if there was any song that you could think of that would reflect your perception of rugby or what Harry Baker rugby is, what would that song be? Oh man, that's a tough question, man. I don't even know where to go with this one, man. I like Teddy Bates a lot right now. Because he really started from the bottom, making his way up to the top, man. So I listen to him a lot. He always yelling out, get tired, and I'm yelling the same thing. I just take stuff that he said and use to motivate me and give it to them on 2 weeks, they can feel it too. Hey, tell dude, don't get tired. You already know. That's not get tired. I do get tired all the time. We don't get tired. Hey, Kevin Gates, man. I represent guys. You guys heard it? Harry Baker, don't get tired. This is get tired. And
all right. So, like I said, I always appreciated that. I want to thank you. Again, these are things that added confidence for my career growth and allowed me to be able to just go more. So, thank you so much, Perry. Thank you very much, Perry, for all you've done. Next up, This one is a little bit looser. Again, this is one that's been at the beginning of the career. Again, Atlanta Sevens, man. This was, I think, 2016 that they had this, where, again, was trying to still find my legs and people just willing to have the conversation. But Lucy Mulhall Rock, man, from the beginning, again, has been authentic, genuine, and just really down to earth from square one. So. Yeah, man. I gotta show it out. Gotta show it out.
Guys are not going to be surprised. This is Atlanta Sevens. We're here with Irish captain Lucy Mulhall. Lucy, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Pleasure.
Well, just first right off the bat, what got you started playing? I know you play 15s. I know you play 7s, so that shows your beast mode. So what started you on this?
I actually started out with Gaelic football, which is our national sport in Ireland, and I'm just playing rugby coming up 2 years. So I was kind of late joining the sport, but I love it now.
Yeah. See, you know what? I feel like that's the sign of a true athlete. You're late joining the sport, but yet you're still national team worthy, and that's awesomeness. That's awesome. You got.
I have a long way to go yet. I'm still learning. I fell in love with the sport, and I still have a lot to learn about it, but I really enjoy it.
Just from your first time playing till now, what has been one of the biggest changes that you have noticed for yourself? What is your biggest improvement?
A big change is contact, because Gaelic football, ladies, is technically a non-contact sport, so contact is a huge element. But it's part that I really enjoy trying to learn and develop my skills in, and it's nice to just get stuck in and be able to play physically, I suppose.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, we know that you guys, it's Ireland. There's always plenty of love that goes along with it. So, I gotta ask, what is the post game socials like in Ireland? Like, we know how it is here in the States. It gets wild, but I feel like, for Ireland, it would be a different level. I don't know if even a different meaning, but a different level.
Yeah, well, there's not much point in playing a sport if you don't enjoy it, and as a team we get on very well, and I guess in Ireland we do have a culture, we like to enjoy ourselves, but I think we just get very close knit, and we're aware of the importance of being a team and enjoying it and being close together. So yeah, after a game we have plenty of fun, but I suppose in sevens, after a game you have to regroup for the next game. So it's different from time to time.
Excellent.
All right, y'all. That one was a little bit lower. I thought we had a different copy of that one, but even still, Lucy, want to thank you so much. Thank you for the time. Thank you for your leadership with the Irish team and the commitment and just being a generally awesome person overall. Really appreciate everything that you've been able to do, and thank you for it. And last but absolutely not least, is one person that still connect with and genuinely feel like it's not just a colleague but a friendship that's building, and that's Naya Tapper. And Naya's different because I remember whenever my guy Ryan Flynn first brought Naya to my attention back when she was at UNC, and we did an article on her, and it was just like, who is this? Who's this woman that's like absolutely burning everybody across the field? It's just come a straight swagger. I really got to say, being put on us, being brought to the attention to the UNC, like, oh, she should be for the national team. And then to know that she did end up picked up was just like, okay, at least they know they're doing something right. And then, you start to talk and you listen, and it was just you continue to see the build of like who this person is and this personality that's having a chance to bud, that's trying to find their way in, but literally it's like it's a star. They are a star in themselves. And I think 2019, I friended her on Facebook. I think shortly after, I think this was like 2017, 2018, 2016, 2017. 2016, 2017, always was talking back and forth through there. But we were, it wasn't until 2019 that I got to meet her really in person and just genuine online as she is in person. And then just being able to connect and keep up and see the development, and then have the chance to talk with her even more. And so, Naya, I got to say, man, I thank you so much for the time. Thank you so much for the conversations. Thank you so much for what you've been able to bring to the sport and what you've been able to bring to rugby. I want to show you guys, obviously, our interview. You guys can check this out on on the Facebook page as well too. But yeah, just a quick snippet because running a little low on time.
High school, but I was running track and field, so I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't take the opportunity to play then. We had a teacher who was white male, and he was working at a predominantly minority Black Hispanic school. So it was weird in general for rugby to be at that school with just how rugby was looked at in the past of it being the majority European sport. I grew up playing football, so when I learned that it was at the high school, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It'd be something I'd be interested in, but because I was so dedicated to track and field in that moment, and because of the stereotype of rugby being such an injury sport, my coach didn't think it was a good idea. So I didn't start playing until I got to UNC Chapel Hill in college. I went there for academics. So I kind of missed the sport aspect, so I decided to join the club rugby team that we had in UNC. I played for them for the whole 4 years, but my first 2 months playing, just being athletically skilled and speed, it put me above a lot of the other players in terms of I didn't really need to know the skills then. So just in that aspect, I was invited to rugby camp in California. And specifically for speed, when I went to that camp, it was like, okay, how fast is she? We'll teach her everything else. But because I had just started school, I just wanted to focus on finishing that. My plan was never to be a professional rugby athlete. It was just something to keep me active, something to be in a friend group. So playing for those 4 years was amazing. College was great. But eventually, as I continue to get better in the sport and see the different things that rugby could get me into, I was invited to another camp again my last year of college. So I went to that camp, was offered a contract, and decided to take it. So I had to miss my last year of college, my last semester of college on campus, but I finished it online while living in Chula Vista, training at the center. So I was there for 4 months under the great coach, Julie, and after being with her, we got a new coach, Richie. Worked with him for a little bit, but he noticed the flaws in that I was kind of a one-trick pony. I was only fast, and didn't have the skills to be up there with those other girls who had worked so hard to get there.
All right. You guys can watch the whole thing online, but again, I just want to say thank you, Naya. Thank you for the time. I look forward to seeing your book, and I look forward to seeing what you do for the future. You deserve every bit of goodness that you get, and thank you for all you've been able to do. And for the rest of y'all, I just want to say, thank you guys so much for being a part of the show today. It was a long one, but I really did enjoy this. It's a great Olympics. And next week, we're back on it. We got a whole new set of games news. Everything's kicking back in. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And most importantly, I hope that you are happy. I hope that you are healthy. And I hope that you know that you are truly highly favored. Until next time, y'all. Cheers.
I ain't convinced. Ride around in the city. Black out the tents. Gassed up. They gon' let me fill up the tank.
They're the wheat flour that you can eat. My name is GiftTime in Baylor. I'm here with Health Enhanced Foods. And I want to tell you about one of our best and most beloved products, our sweet white wheat baking mix. Now, this is the baking mix for those who are not really looking for something that's gluten-free, but they are looking for something that they can eat that is gonna still be healthy and is not going to be dangerous. White flour is typically a very processed, incredibly bleached flour, and it's not good for you. It's incredibly cheap for a reason. Our sweet white wheat bread mix is whole grain, dairy-free, high in dietary fiber, free of additives, and is absolutely unprocessed and unrefined. With our sweet white wheat bread mix, you can feel like you're getting all the same rewards that you would get from poor white bread, but with all the nutritional value. You're able to still make your bread loaves or your cakes, your flat bread or your cookies, but you don't have to feel like you are going to be robbing yourself of good carbohydrates. You can get the sweet white wheat bread mix from healthenhancedfoods.com. Absolutely go impress your friends and family with the greatest bread while not making them feel like they have to be gluten-free at the same time. No dangers, full body pleasures. Go ahead and get yours today. Let's go.